Hello everybody, my name is Nevi. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a couple weeks since I finished the first Nerdy Lolita collection and I thought I'd make some accessory videos to tie things over until I finish the next collection. Today we're making some Gothic Lolita wrist cuffs to go with the majority of my dresses. I am normally a Gothic Lolita. Nerdy Lolita is just mainly an avenue for me to work out my color appreciation. This video was planned to be a set with a matching choker, but I ran into a bit of a snafu with that, so it's being split into two while the choker video will be up next weekend. We want to start with 2 yards each of wide lace, at least 3.5 inches, some 3/8 inch beading lace for decoration, 3/16 inch ribbon to pull through said beading lace, 1 inch wide satin ribbon for the bow, 2 charms, 2 jump rings, and 2 strips of elastic about an inch smaller than your wrist measurements. I made a mistake when I measured the main lace as I went from my wrist measurement and not the measurement of my knuckle area. I could have fixed it with a hook and eye, but I didn't want to do all that extra hand stitching, so I had to add a weird seam to it. Live and learn. Measure your knuckles and cut an inch or so above that for the seam allowance. I'm doubling up the main lace so I have a casing to stick the elastic through when the time comes, which is why I called for so much of it, but if you want to replace a casing with a thin cover-up ribbon, that's fine too. Now to thread the small ribbon through the beading lace. Sew it on. And take a small safety pin through a snipped hole to thread the elastic through. Don't worry about scratching out the lace, that's what we're going for. Sew the ends in place. Finally sew the circle. And our base is done. Now for the fun part, the bows and charms. You're gonna have to teach yourself how to piece it together because it's impossible to make perfect looking bows like this by just tying. Also, this would be a lot easier to do with double face satin, but I couldn't find it in this width, so I have to pay more attention. Cut one piece as big as you want for the loops and fold it into a circle. Now cut a second, much shorter piece to wrap around the center and hand stitch the edges of that together. We could stop here, but if you want the bow to have tails, cut 2 more pieces to put behind the center. Make sure to cut the ends at an angle so it looks sharper. More hand stitching. Stitch the bow onto the cuff just below our beading lace. Almost done. Now take our charm and put it on the jump ring. You'll need jewelry pliers and preferably a jump ring opener to make it easier on yourself. Make our first stitch, pull the jump ring through our needle, make our securing stitch, and repeat that twice. And we're done!